Hey everyone, Kensurfs here. We're in the shave den and it's time for another shave. People have been asking me, hey, do you still use your vintage razors, in the lineup? And you've probably seen that I've been using the red tip, and I've been using my birth year and a couple of the other ones. But they said, have you used the tech lately? So no, I have not used a tech in a video in quite a while. So I'm going to make this kind of a nostalgic video. I've got the old school tech, and I've got old school high karate. You don't see this anymore. This stuff, my aunt moved out of her house, sold her house, moved into a retirement community, and she had this. It belonged to my uncle, and it's like near mint bottle. So I asked if I could have it. Here we are. I'm going to use it today in the shave. My dad used to use this stuff all the time. In fact, that's his original bottle back there, but there's like this much left in it. This one, yes, it's going to be fun. Well, this is the box the tech razor came in. I was lucky to find this on eBay. This is the tech. It's a 3-piece razor. And I was able to find it in the original box. Look at that. Not too bad. Especially if you're collecting and you're a wet shaver and you're collecting your goodies. This is the tech. It's a very mild razor. I like, look how low that is. That's almost the same kind of as the Game Changer, right? Even a little lower. Look. So you can get under your nose and tight spots super easy. And it's a 3-piece. There we go. And I'm going to be using a Wilkinson sword Gillette blade in it today. So let's get this loaded up. Hope your week's going good. Hope you guys have had a great week. 2 days are gone. It'll probably be Wednesday when I post this video, but it was nice to get Tuesday, first 2 days of the week over with. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, hump day. All right, so there we go. Lines up just like that. Look at the slot, no issues. Right on in there. These are great travel razors. In fact, I was just looking at, you can find these old shaving kits on eBay too. That is a tech. That is a tech. Look at that. There's the camera in the mirror, but that is a tech razor, and they work super cool. I've used this one in many shaves. I take them on vacation with me. It's very good. All right, here we got, we're using the Chubby 2. My dad had one of these Chubby brushes from Simpson's. Wish I could have found it. I would have restored it. Probably long dumped. All right. Oh, and the shaving cream, I'm going to be using Taylor of Old Bond Street OUD. This is not an old, soap all over it. This is not an old soap. It's quite modern. But Taylor of Old Bond Street, been around quite a while. In fact, you guys who know more about the shaving than me, how long has Taylor of Old Bond Street been in business? Probably 20s maybe, or maybe this whole century. We'll find out. All right, so we've got that loaded up. Oh, and on the tech there is an overhang. Let's see, there's your overhang. The plating starting to come off of this bad boy. All right, let's wet the face and get the shave started. Welcome. It's nice to throw one of these vintage shaves into the routine every once in a while. Using the vintage equipment, because, they never really go wrong. Man, the soap's fantastic. Yeah, I've got a few Taylor of Old Bond Streets. I really like the grapefruit. I got peppermint, got grapefruit, got the OUD. I'm getting the soap everywhere. A Cool album, 1977, I believe. Cool album, one of the first albums I ever bought as a kid. Jungle Love by Steve Miller Band. All right. Okay, here we go. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. Now, under the nose, look. Kind of follow the contour of your nose and just twist it down. Yeah, very cool little razors. The twist to opens are cool, but you know, you've got a gear and you've got doors that open and close, and if, you know, after a million times, maybe they're not aligned very well. Maybe. I've had no trouble with mine. I've got stuff from 1962, 64, 69, 70. They still work good, but these three-piece lock into place, I've never had any play or anything on these techs. I haven't looked lately on eBay to see what techs are running. Probably very inexpensive. If you have the box, though, you know, adds a little more. Who saved the boxes? The big toy in my day, the late 60s to mid 70s, you know, I was, 9 till, 12. Was G.I. Joe. Well, in England, it's Action Man. Out here, it was G.I. Joe. And I remember going back to England, I think I might have been about 11, 1973 or 4, and they had the Action Men with a Kung Fu grip. It was the first time I'd seen that. When I came back to the U.S., of course, G.I. Joe's had it too. So, man, some of those collectibles, some of the memories. If I would have saved the boxes, that's what my point was being. Those in the box bring a fortune. But who saved boxes? So if you can find a razor with the original box, you're doing pretty good. Oh man, very nice. Very nice. I never saw my dad do a 2-pass shave. He always did a 1-pass shave, and something like this would get it done. That is for sure. But we'll do a 2-pass shave. Because I enjoy hanging out and talking to you. I've been announcing my videos on Instagram and on Twitter, X, whatever, Twitter, X. And the Instagram gets a lot of views. Not so much with the X, but I like to let you guys know that these videos will be coming out soon. So I'll edit this tomorrow. I'll edit this on Wednesday. Or it'll be edited tonight, but I'll probably release it on Wednesday. So you'll probably see some notice on Instagram coming out, like, hey, coming soon. All right. A little bit of feedback. Hear that? There's Monty outside the door out there. Oh, I nicked myself a little. It's still light outside tonight, so he wants to go for a walk. Might have to accommodate him. All right. I know. I got it in my ear. Got it in that ear. Got it in my shirt. My wife's going to hate this high karate, I'm telling you. But man, I got a lot of memories with this stuff. And like I said, my dad used to get it for Christmas or Father's Day. And yeah, you know, keep it simple. We always got him the same stuff. All right. Here we go. Like gold now, right? Oh, there's the burn. If you haven't seen the commercials for high karate, go on YouTube and just type in high karate commercials. It's funny. He's fighting off the girls, all the girls. He's having to do his karate to fight them off. He puts on the aftershave, and they're coming at him from everywhere. It was some funny commercials, if you remember them. And if you don't remember them, it's worth taking a look. And to my knowledge, none of those soap manufacturers have come up with an homage to high karate yet. I don't know why not. Maybe they have, and maybe I'm just forgetting. But yeah, you do an homage to that, you know, Pete Hendricks, that'd be pretty awesome. Or you know, Douglas, you know, an homage to high karate. Think about it. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon, and hope you enjoyed the vintage shave. Stay safe, and thank you so much for your subscriptions. Bye for now.